What's up guys, Adi here, welcome back to the series. Now in today's video we'll have a look at the steps you need to take to properly test your theme, and that includes installing a few plugins, checking it for errors and stuff like that. But before we move on, we do have some loose ends in functions.php. So let's open that. And we'll begin by including our custom JavaScript files. Now, if you remember in the HTML series, we had 3 JavaScript files, one for jQuery, one for fitvids, it's that script that makes videos responsive, and then finally scripts.js. I got rid of the jQuery file because WordPress has jQuery. And the fitvids script, I included that in the scripts.js file. Okay, so the proper way to include a script in WordPress is to use the WP enqueue script function. And to do that, we'll start with this. Let's create a separator and say load.js files. And we'll start with add action. Okay, and we'll target WP enqueue scripts, and when that function executes, we'll attach this function, load custom scripts. And let's go ahead and write that function. So function load custom scripts. Okay, no parameter needed, and the only thing that's going to do is say WP enqueue script, and this gets some parameters. First of all is a handle or the name of the script. I'm just going to put custom script. Then it's the path to the script file. So in our case it's the theme root. Yeah, I'm using this constant. So theme root js scripts.js. Okay, the next one is a list of dependencies. If our scripts depend on some existing scripts, then they won't be loaded until those dependencies are loaded first. In our case, our script depends on jQuery. So we'll say array jQuery. Okay, and the next parameter is a Boolean parameter that specifies the version. So we're gonna say false, so that WordPress automatically increments the version of the script. The final parameter refers to the location of the script, if we want to place it in the footer or not. In my case, I do want to place it in the footer. Now here's the cool part. In order for WordPress to do this, it needs to have access to that footer area, and that's where WP footer comes in place. Yeah, remember I was saying in the earlier videos that this is a hook, and by placing this here, you're basically allowing WordPress to insert stuff in the footer. Okay, so let's close this scripts, and let's see if our jQuery, if our JavaScript file is loaded properly. And one quick way to test that is to resize the page. And as you can see, jQuery created the menus and automatically inserted them. Okay, so our inclusion is good. Okay, so with that out of the way, we have to deal with some issues regarding uploaded photos. Right now, if we upload a photo that's bigger than the content, it's gonna stay bigger than the content. We have no way of resizing it on upload. And that's where a command, or actually a property that's called content with, comes into play. So create a new section here, and we're going to say set the max width of the uploaded media. All right, so we're going to do a quick check first. If content width is not set, okay, then we're setting the content width to a fixed number of pixels. All right, so let's do functions online 40. Let's do a quick check here. So ideally, we want to upload the photos, and we want them to have the exact size of the available space. In our case, it's 784 pixels. Okay, so we'll do 784. All right. And speaking of images for posts, we need to do one more thing, and that is to set the post thumbnail size. You know, it's the thumbnail that's shown right here. So right here, after we add theme support for post thumbnails, we're going to say set post thumbnail size, and we'll do 210 by 210, and then we'll do true, which basically means to trim or resize. In my case, it's trim. Okay, and that's about it. Let's do a quick test with an image. For instance, for what? For this readability test, let's upload an image there. Okay, we'll go all the way down here, set featured image. I'll select a file that I have on my desktop. It's currently 1000 by 600. Okay, I'm going to click open, and I'm going to say use as featured image. Okay, save all changes and close. All right, and then click on update. So now if we refresh, we can see that we have a nice 210 by 210 thumbnail. Okay, open this, and the image is now 784 pixels in width. So let's see if that's actually correct. Yep, there it is. It's 784 by 784. Now, of course, we don't actually want the image to be a square. We want it to be proportional, yeah? So why is this behaving like this? Oh, of course. If we look, hold on. So let's see, single PHP. Okay, article, full image, the post thumbnail. All right, we need to specify a custom image size here. So I'm gonna create another, I'm gonna send a parameter, and I'm gonna say custom blog image, like this. And now we need to specify the dimensions for that custom image. So right here, we're gonna say add image size custom blog image, and I'm gonna set it at 784 by 350. All right, so now if we refresh, we get a nice proportional image. All right, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so that's it for functions.php. The next step is theme testing. Now, we will install some plugins, and that's going to give us maybe a couple of errors. We're not going to solve all of them. I'm just showing you the steps and what you need to do to solve those errors. So let's begin by taking a look at this link. It's a link from Codex about theme testing process. And the first thing they do is fix the PHP and WordPress errors. So to do that, we'll go to our htdocs in wp config, and you must set wp debug to true. I think we did this in an earlier video. So once you do that, all of the WordPress errors or all of the PHP errors will display in your page. All right. So once you do that, you do a run through using theme unit test. Now, theme unit test, the first step is to download the test data that we installed in the very first day, right? So we already installed it, and the next step is to follow the instructions they give you here, right? So in settings general, set the site title to something long, and then follow every single bullet point in this page. So once you do that, it's going to give you all kinds of tests that you need to do. You need to upload the content, and then it's going to show you the 404 page. It needs to display properly. You know, you need to display the search form and stuff like that. Okay, so once you go through all the theme unit tests, there are a couple of plugins that you can install. All right, the very first one is a plugin called Developer. So let's go ahead and install it. Go to Plugins, Add New, and we're going to search for Developer. Okay, it's this one. Click Install Now. Okay. Click on Activate Plugin. All right. And after that, you can click on Edit. And after that, you can click on Tools, Developer. And it's gonna ask you to install a bunch of stuff. First of all, the project type should be plugin for self-hosted WordPress installation. And then you can install the debug var, the log deprecated notices. This is really useful. It's going to tell you if you're using deprecated functions. And for those of you who don't know, deprecated functions mean, you know, functions that are no longer up to date, old functions, yeah, that have been replaced with newer, more updated functions. Okay, install the monster widget, and let's do that right now. Okay, and that's about it. All right, so once you do this, go to Appearance, Widgets, and let's delete this one, and we're gonna install the monster widget. All right, so now refresh, and you can see that we have a widget with a widget with actually multiple widgets. So it has all the possible widgets that you could imagine, like calendars and categories, lists, these nested lists, recent posts, RSS, a couple of different styles for those as well, images inside it, long text, tag clouds, navigation menus, and so on and so forth. if you want to know how to style these, you can go ahead and download the free theme and check out the CSS. We really don't have the time to do it right now. But yeah, using the monster widget, great way to test your theme and see if something can go horribly wrong. Okay, once you do that, there is one last plugin that you can install. It's called Theme Check, and let's go and install that quickly. So Theme Check. Okay, so install now. Activate it. Okay, and then go to Appearance, Theme Check, and choose the theme that you want to check, and then click on Check It. All right, and this gives you a list of all the errors and all the required stuff that you need to do. So make sure you go through them and and fix them. For instance, sticky CSS class is needed. You need to add that. Again, gallery caption, by post author CSS class, you need to add those. And you have some recommendations. These are not, required. So if you don't handle them, it's no big deal. But they do recommend it. We have a warning here, probably just some hidden files. And then comment link, comment reply, script enqueued. All right, now this is used for enhancing the comment form. For instance, if you go here and you have that activated, when you click on the reply link, the comment form will be moved below the actual comment. So that's, a really handy thing. Okay, could not find body class, call in body tag. Okay, I think I did that already. So let's see, header. Oh, no, apparently no, I didn't. So you can add body class. Okay, so now if you refresh, okay, that error is now gone. All right, and that's about it, guys. Don't forget to check your theme in multiple browsers to see if you have any problems with it. But in a nutshell, that's how you basically test a WordPress theme. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. We are almost done. We have one last video to go through, and that will be a short one. It's gonna be about localization. So thank you for watching so far. I will see you next time. Bye bye.